Our motivation is to be able to create a fuel which is carbon neutral. We take carbon dioxide out of the air, you put it in your car in petrol, you burn it, you create carbon dioxide. So this is a closed loop. And my remit was to produce a demonstration so that people can see the concept can work. Air comes in here at the bottom of the tower and then is pushed up the tower. And then over here, we're circulating a liquid which goes up the outside of the tower, and the air and the liquid meet at the top, and the CO2 is extracted at that point.
The liquid is sodium hydroxide mist, which captures CO2 as sodium carbonate. Hydrogen is produced by electrolyzing water vapor captured with a dehumidifier.
So in this tank, we've got hydrogen coming out, CO2 in here, and oxygen in this tank.
We then take those gases, we mix them together. Hydrogen and CO2 get mixed together, and then it goes into this compressor and sent off through a preheater to the methanol reactor.
The methanol is then distilled before the final stage of the process.
So this is our petrol unit, and this is where we turn methanol into petrol. The process starts over here. We're just putting methanol in here, and then it drops down into a pump. The liquid travels through this pipe into a heater, and the heater vaporizes the methanol into a gas. And then the gas rises up into our reactor. Now, our reactor has two catalysts in it. It has an aluminium catalyst and a zeolite catalyst, and we chill it down to nearly freezing point to make sure we get all the light gases condensed into liquids. And that drops down into our holding tank here. We've taken refinery scale technology and squeezed it down into these 4 boxes just for demonstration purposes, and it's now bursting to get out to be a refinery again.
The test facility uses conventional petrol refining tech to produce around half a litre of fuel a day. But its creators believe this could be scaled up to industrial proportions.
So this is what we get out of the methanol to gasoline process. This has been filtered, but this layer here is water, and this layer here is petrol.
They've proved that the process works, but it still requires large amounts of electricity to produce methanol. They're currently using electricity from the grid, but long-term the aim is to use renewable energy sources to power large plants. Air fuel synthesis is at the proof of principle stage. Current production costs are still very expensive. Scaling up is now going to be the issue. The degree to which this technique can provide a sustainable fuel and fulfill its promise to lower CO2 crucially depends on the balance of energy it requires and whether this can come from renewable sources. The science may still have some way to go, and the project may be small, but Tony's ambitions for the technology are anything but.